This idea came to you a few days ago and I've been dying to record this. The universe is like ChatGPT. So what I mean by that is that if you get into ChatGPT and you ask, let's say you're having some stomach issues, some gut issues, and you ask ChatGPT, how do I be healthier, right? It's going to deliver you very generic advice on health. But if you ask ChatGPT, I've been having gut issues, how can I heal my gut naturally utilizing food and natural supplements? You are going to get a much more targeted, specific answer. Before we go into this though, I have just recorded a abundance frequency activation and the link is going to be in the show notes. So dive in there and get a hold of that. It is going to be magical. So the results that you receive, the answers that you get are always a reflection of your prompts or the questions that you ask. And the universe is the same, right? The universe is the same. It is always delivering to you. It is always delivering to you. But when the quality of your thoughts, intentions, asks is limited or is not for your highest intention, then the results that you're going to get are not going to align with your highest timeline. So what I mean by this is that if you say, I want more money, right? If your intention is, I just want some more money, I just want some more money, then you might win $5 on a scratchy, right? You might, I don't know, find a 20-cent piece on the ground. That is more money, right? We need to be specific and we need to be tuned into our highest intention. So let me ask you, how often have you really, really wanted something, really, really had a desire for something, only to receive it and realize it doesn't make you happy? It's not what you truly want. So I encourage you with whatever you think your desires are, to really tune into the essence of it, right? The essence of it, which is a lot deeper than the surface level stuff. So if you really desire, if you think you really desire a new job, right? A new job, for example, it's not that you necessarily desire a new job, it's that you desire to feel a certain way in the job and you believe that getting a new job will provide that. So for example, let's say you have a really mean boss who really micromanages you and works you to the ground, and you feel very underappreciated, not valued, and so you want a new job that, one, has more money, and two, with a boss that appreciates you. But if you just focus the intention, if you're just purely focused on wanting to get a new job and desperately searching to find the job that you think is going to be perfect for you. Maybe you think that, let's say you work for a bank and that you think working for a different bank is going to be better. And so your focused intention and desire is on getting this new job. And the reason that you're wanting to move jobs is because you're not happy where you are. You're not valued where you are. You don't feel worthy where you are. So what you truly desire is not a new job. Yes, that might be the result of your highest intention, but what you truly desire is to feel valued in your work, to feel valued and recognized and respected in your work, to feel really truly compensated for the value or the input that you're giving, right? For the work that you're doing. You want to feel valued and compensated. So when you tune into that frequency, when that is the highest intention, the results the universe delivers will be very different. If you're focused on, I'm working for this bank, I want to get a job in that bank, and I'm going for interviews with that bank, and I'm just really, really focused on that outcome, you may get that outcome, but you might move into exactly the same situation. And that's usually what happens. It's often what happens is that if you are focused on My boss doesn't appreciate me. I don't feel valued, right? I don't feel respected, valued, worthy, all of those things in my role, and you get a new job. Well, the frequency you've been tuned into is not feeling respected, valued, worthy. And so that is the frequency of what you attract. But when you get to the core of what you truly want, when you're really tuned into, I want to feel fulfilled, right? I want to feel valued. I want to feel like my contribution matters and is important, and that I'm abundantly compensated for that. When you tune into that frequency, the universe will deliver something different. Now, it may be the job with the other bank, but it might not be. It might be that your boss shifts and the circumstances at your current place of employment shift. It might be that you move into a completely different industry. It might be that you start your own business. Where you'll be led will be usually very different. So the results that the universe is delivering, or source is delivering, it's like the prompts you put into ChatGPT. It only has the ability to deliver the answers based on the quality of your prompts or your questions. And the universe is the same. So it's always the essence of the desire that you need to tune into. It's the essence of the desire. And I promise you, it's not the specifics. It's not the specifics. A particular job is not going to make you happy. Right? A particular person is not going to make you happy. Getting married is not going to make you happy. Having kids is not going to make you happy. Being a millionaire is not going to make you happy. None of these external things are going to deliver what you believe that they will deliver. But when you tune into the frequency of how you want to feel and you activate that now, the universe will deliver circumstances that will match that frequency, that will reflect that frequency. But the frequency comes first. That deep intention comes first. I've shared this story many times on the podcast over a number of years, but I once had this friend that I hadn't seen for a couple of years, and she'd been going through a really tough time, and we were meant to catch up for a dinner, and she cancelled because she had just had some bad news. Now, I tuned into, well, not deliberately, this was the natural thing that I just did. I was speaking to my partner, I was like, I'd love to see her. I'd love to rekindle. We had such a good friendship. I just really love to give her a hug and tell her I'm there for her and just, be there for her and just rekindle that friendship. And so the frequency I tuned into was that of that rekindling, of that being there for each other, of that deep connection that we had, right? There were no specifics around it. It was just tuned into that frequency of what we had, that deep connection, that deep love, that being there for each other. And that was on a Tuesday night that I sort of had that conversation with my partner and just very organically tuned into that frequency. I can't remember if it was the next day. I think it was the next day or the day. No, I think it was the next day or the day after. I went for a walk in the park, and as I had finished my walk, it's a big park, as I finished my walk, I was getting a coffee, and guess who I bumped into? Who was also getting a coffee before she started her walk. And this beautiful friend of mine, we sat down and we reconnected, and we just sat and chatted and reconnected. It was just like old times. We rekindled, right? I didn't, so that intention, that deep intention, that connection, that feeling, I felt it first. I felt that rekindling, that reconnection first. And the universe delivered the circumstances that matched that. Okay? Are we getting that? The universe is delivering the circumstances that match that. So when you ask for specific things, believing it's going to deliver the emotion, make you happy, make you feel successful, make you feel loved, whatever the thing is, it's not what you truly want, right? So when you go, I want a new car, I want a new sports car, it's just a bit of metal and a bit of leather and I don't know, whatever else sort of car. It's just, it's some physical stuff. It's not that you desire that hunk of metal. It's that you you have a story, right? You have a story about what that means and how you want to feel. So perhaps you're wanting to feel important, significant. Perhaps you're wanting to feel luxurious, right? Whatever those things are, there's a deeper essence. There's a deeper essence to how you want to feel. There's a deeper essence to how you want to feel. And so, like I said, when you're asking the universe or putting out intentions, whatever you want to call it, it's always about finding the essence of what you want. You know, when I manifested this house, the core things that I tuned into were that the feeling of lightness and a beautiful energy. You know, one of the things that was really important to me was natural light. And because that natural light, it's like it feels, there's an openness and there's a beautiful energy around it. And that was really one of the core things that I tuned into, how I wanted to feel in the house. So I had no specifics. I mean, yes, I had specifics. I was like, yeah, I'd like 4 bedrooms and a walk-in wardrobe, and you know, I did have these things on the list of what I wanted to manifest, and the universe delivered all of them. But the key essence of what I wanted was openness, you know, that sense of freedom and lightness and beautiful energy within a home. And this house could not be more that. Like, it is, this house has got the most natural light I've ever seen in a house anywhere. It's beautiful, it's open, it's got a really high double ceiling over the kitchen, it's got an atrium in the middle, so there's lots of natural light, sunlight, openness, airiness. It's that connection to sunlight, to the outdoors, to nature. And that was the essence of what I really tuned into, right? That was the essence of it. So you can have some specifics, but it is activating the energy and the essence of what you want that will result in the quality of what gets delivered. So when you say, like, when you say I want a new job, right, because you're unhappy in the job that you're at, get really clear as to, and if it helps, you can ask yourself, why am I unhappy in this job? Why do I want a new job? And that's going to show you, it's usually going to show you the opposite of what you want. And then it's about tuning into, what is it that I really want? What is the essence of what I want, right? Like I said, the specifics is your mind limiting you. So when your mind says, oh, I want a job that is this and that, and like I said, I want a job with this bank and it's got to pay that much or whatever it is, that's your mind limiting you. That's not really what you want. Get deeper, tune in deeper. I promise you, the most abundant, fulfilling, joyous, happiest life is when you tune into the essence of what you want. And it is different for all of us. The nuances are different for all of us. Essentially, we all want love, joy, happiness, peace. We all want those things. But we have a different flavor for how that's delivered. The things that I sort of have a flavor for, that I sort of like, will be different to you, right? They'll be different to you. The more we can be open to source, to the universe, to our higher self delivering to us that highest version, the more magical things will become. When we listen to the mind, when we listen to what the mind thinks it wants, we limit ourselves, right? We limit ourselves. The universe source is limitless. It is limitless, right? Limitless. I just want to say that a few more times. Limitless. There are no limits. It is only your conditioning, your mind, that is limiting you. It is limiting you. When you were brought up, you were taught certain things, right? That things had to be a certain way. You had to work hard to be successful, that, you know, you had to get good grades, go to university or college, get a job, work your way up. Whatever it is, you were taught there are specific things that needed to happen in order for you to be successful or wealthy or whatever these things are. None of those things are true. They are society's conditioning. And when you can move beyond it into the essence of what you want, right? The essence of what you want. So if we talk about that job again, it is fulfillment, right? It is fulfillment. It is feeling compensated. It is feeling valued. All of those things can be created inside. You can tune into that energy, that frequency of it. And I promise the universe will deliver something much better than what you expect, right? It is usually not what you think you want that you actually truly deeply want. And I mean from a soul level, right? So your ego, your mind thinks it wants certain things. And I'm not saying that none of those are a part of your deepest desires, but I promise you the universe can deliver something better than you ever imagined when you tune into the essence of it, right? So it's about the quality of what you ask for. It's the quality of what you ask for. If you're asking for a specific car, why do you want a specific car? What do you believe it's going to give you, right? What do you believe it's going to give you? So whatever it is that you believe it's going to give you, tune into the frequency of that first. And what you'll realize as well with a lot of your desires is that they're purely driven by the ego and by the ego not feeling enough, your personal self not feeling enough, and the ego wanting to fix that, to be enough, right? So when I have this, I will feel, right? That's all driven by the ego. So some of your desires, you'll just naturally realize that they aren't that important. And other ones, it'll be about like I said, the frequency, the feelings that you believe it's going to give you. So let's say you do want a new sports car, just using this example. Like I said, it's about what you believe it will give you. Is it a feeling of luxury? Is it a feeling of freedom? Is it a feeling of wealth, right? And what does that mean? Wealth, freedom, choice. Like, what is it that you believe that sports car is going to give you? Is it powerful? Like, I don't know. What are those things that you believe it will give you? Because the core, the essence of those things is what you truly desire. And the universe has your highest intention, your highest desire, it has it lined up for you. It has it lined up for you. The more you can be open and tune into that highest frequency, the more you will be blown away by what the universe delivers. Open your mind, open yourself to how good it gets to be. Right? Open yourself to how good it gets to be. Stop limiting yourself by your mind, right? Set the intention. Show me how good it gets to be. Show me how fulfilled I can be, how joyous I can be, how deeply at peace and present I can be, how much fun I can have, how much adventure I can have, how wealthy, how abundant, how loved I can feel. Show me how good it gets to be. Tune into the energy, the frequency of those desires. Get clear on that and let the universe deliver things to you in an incredibly powerful way. That's my little rant for today. And I also just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that reached out to me after the last episode. I had quite a few people reach out to me and say how much it touched them. In fact, one person, Renee, she knows who she is, sent me a beautiful message and it actually brought me to tears. She was having, I'm just going to share this little part, she was having a really terrible day. She felt like everything was falling apart. My last episode, I'll link it here, was about when fear and doubt take over and how to let go again. And she listened to just half of the podcast and it just awakened something in her, triggered something in her, and it completely shifted her day. She manifested the sale of her car instantly through making one quick shift. It was so powerful. And like I said, she had tears on the message. It brought me to tears. And so I just want to say thank you to everyone that did reach out and tell me how much it touched them. If you're watching this on YouTube and this episode resonates with you, drop a comment below. Let me know. Let me know what resonated. Let me know what landed for you. I love to hear from you. If you're listening on a podcast platform, leave a review. Let me know. Or reach out to me on Instagram at I am Susan Francis. Don't forget to download your free abundance frequency activation. I will see you soon. Love you all.